part. GX, look, the course correct that. Teach them what it is to lose these early games, find top seed. The pistol round underway. Lots of Sheriffs in play, and already one drawing blood. Nade in, and that is going to stop them capitalizing on the back of the paranoia.
Incredibly late flank coming though. I think they may have just had a rough idea. You can see it being watched by Boo, but doing something about it might be a little bit tougher. Westside needs to get in there though, because already Benji has dealt another blow to Grabinho. That time ticking, but Westside has an opportunity and he will find both!
Let's see how that battle plays out. Flickless is in the ground. Rienz with a nasty double, and that's 3 in the round for him.
Yeah, he got the first one just fighting Westside in main. And on that Yoru as well. Like, it's just a very comfortable map, so you're gonna see players like Rienz just popping off, and well, it's almost flawless up until
further. It's being caught on the wall. Not going to be as quick of a rotation, but it might not be needed. The spike here on short. Miniboo up close. A flash about to come through. Right clicked. He's going to have to react quickly, but he does! It's 2 for Miniboo! It's the spike drop. All the info, and 20 seconds left. GX, even as they recover this, they will need Ara to run through this B site, and there's still 2 players waiting. They're hastening. They're looking to push into this site. They get past the first piece of utility. They get past Rienz. They might even get past Benji, but he stops them in their tracks. Grabinho left with no other choice but to save the weapon.
The second you get around the corner, you're revealed. Doesn't seem like there's a way out of this though for Miniboo, and actually, yeah, he's just going to go down. That's really not bad. That's an extra gun retrieve. Now 3 weapons. Boo already tagged. 2 players still in this site though. They struggled to clear it with the last few seconds of the last round. They've got quite a bit more time here.
The thing is, they dealt with Rienz so quickly last time. You won't get that luxury in most rounds, and let's see if they find it here. 30 seconds on the clock now. The pressure mounting. The side covered by Woot. They need a smoke, but they haven't got one on Grabinho. Crossing, that's going to be difficult. 20 seconds. I mean, they are running out of time quickly. It's got to be a pacey hit. When push comes to shove, they were waiting for the smoke. In the meantime, Flickless goes down. Grabinho follows him. Rienz still to be rooted from the backside.
We'll have the side. Oh, Heretic. Benji, that's cheeky. He's trying to play around the edge of his own cage to find someone and escape. Miniboo is left completely blind, but they've gone past him. They have not cleared the gap, but that's left a problem of their own. Rienz has gone down, and now the spike in on the other side of the map. It was all a ruse to try and sell an idea on the B site, and it has been sold.
Yeah, I think just an unfortunate round for Heretics to decide to get aggressive in B main. Even now, look where Miniboo is. He's going to be so far disconnected from the action that probably the rest of the squad waits because they've got an off and no numbers to back it up. This is a risky play, but the confidence quite clear. Now the players come up on short. They're going to be here together. An updraft. Grabinho almost punishes. But still, the numbers sit with GX. The time is ticking in their favor, and mistakes need to be made here by the attacking side. Fresh out of a timeout, it looks like they've come up with a solution and putting all the pieces together. Success here. The Heretics are right back to winning ways as they will again look to push this site where Rienz and Benji have been holding strong.
Struggle, that's for sure. Rotation a little bit further behind. I think they're nervous, even though they've got full A main control. Rienz being spotted and cleared, and now the rotations come in from Miniboo to try and help, but he'll be cleared as well. Grabinho and Cloud combining, and the other 2 players too far away. I think they're just going to have to hold on to the guns they've got. The finances of Heretics are not going to be in the greatest space after this one. And while peeking into Grabinho, that has not made things any better. To mid, but this leaves an opening on A. Only one man here in the form of Boo. It does seem like this will be an attempted retake, and while Westside left behind, it's the spams that have definitely helped out a little bit, but Cloud is still standing, and it may opt to fall back to a passive position for that Hunter's Fury.
I mean, Cloud's got to be fuming. The fact is that wasn't aimed for him. It was aimed for Flickless, but he ends up getting caught in the crossfire. TP through. It's gone super deep, and they're not watching it. At least not for now. Information coming through, but that's on Team Heretic's side. Taking it from the corpse of Ara. Now that's an easy pickup. It is going to be Cloud taken out by that flank we were talking about as the dash comes out from Miniboo. He just goes jumping through a nade. Sure, he gets dealt with in the end, but it's all about finding the space and capitalizing on it. And that's exactly now in the back of their heads with that deep TP that came through on B.
He's been tagged.
But Ara wants to get fastly into this side, already dashed up and in. But he only gets one. Now Benji Fishy's on the scene, and he's holding strong for a double. He's put them back to square footing.
They've used the Hunter's Fury already on the attack to get them in. Caused a nice distraction, but does mean it's unavailable. And you can already see Cloud is now watching for that flank. Maybe nervous, and well, his teammates in the meantime are having to fight Flickless. Doesn't quite manage to clear out Rians, and that will be to his demise. Now all that remains is Cloud, and they know exactly where he's fighting from. The defusal already begun, and the firing squad stepping up just to wait for him. And by the time that ping even comes through, it will be defused. And Rian's facing off against the full squad, but there will be a fairly quick rotation for Miniboo.
Yeah, Miniboo's here now. You heard the gate crash. Now he's inside the smoke, ready to fight. Still got himself some flashes. Uses one to get on the site.
30 seconds left.
This fight's been difficult at the best of times, but now it's the worst with an extra player here. But Benji Fishy falls too, and so does Rian's. Great reveal. TP coming in, but it's cancelled at the last second. They got in there. They stopped Boo from getting his weapon up and attempting a last-second hold of the B site. And now, 2 versus 5. There's nothing they can do but save. Should have fight for the Team Heretics. They can't really afford to break the bank here. Credits are going to be saved over on most players. Those rifles saved, but the rest, Sheriffs and a Stinger, there are weaknesses here. And a real chance for GX to at least guarantee neck and neck at the half. And yeah, we saw that attack side from Heretics. It looked unbelievable. Yeah. But for the most part, we expect Heretics to be leaving this half with the lead.
Yeah, for sure. I will say, it feel it more with Heretics than maybe any other team. Somehow you just feel like they can win these rounds. All right, Rians with a Sheriff, 1 away from ult. Woot and Miniboo granted the rifles. It's never going to be an easy take, but I like what we're seeing. They're grouping up together to try and take this one as a squad, but they're already 2 kills coming through. Benji has managed to even retrieve a rifle, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how it happens, but it always seems to happen. One of the somehow you just feel like they can win these rounds. All right, Rians with a Sheriff, 1 away from ult. Woot and Miniboo granted the rifles. It's never going to be an easy take, but I like what we're seeing. They're grouping up together to try and take this one as a squad, but they're already 2 kills coming through. Benji has managed to even retrieve a rifle, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how it happens, but it always seems to happen. One of the
well, now it's a blinded Woot. Somehow, he gets out of there.
Blinded again.
Over to Jenny. He's been nearsighted. He's lost Boo as well. Now it's a real problem. Miniboo comes in, looking to avenge his fallen brother. And although he finds one, it's Woot going down. Just 1 in trade. A plant for GX. A post plant already positioned inside of A main. And you look at Heretics though, what they've got to work their way back through. Already you've seen Miniboo pop that ult for information. He knows there's 2 on site. You can very easily deduce where the other player is.
Well, you can now.
Might have even seen him. And they certainly will with this reveal. This should be huge. GX caught in the open. At least Grabinho is. He's behind the Jenny, being pushed from all sides, but both players incredibly low. One spray could end this, and it's Miniboo's. Would be hit in the back of the head by a shot from Ara. Embedded in mid, but look at the players coming towards him. Benji could be in a lot of trouble. He's looking the right way, and they're not checking him. That's at least 1 for the Lurker as the A site comes under pressure.
Yeah, he definitely didn't expect 2 players to be there, otherwise he would have had slightly better trigger discipline. Already though, still 2 players that need to be cleared. Woot in a bit of an unorthodox position with a chance to try and fight them, but getting rid of them could be difficult. Flickless has kind of gone alone, wanting to get back in, and instead of that, he has met his demise. Both players fall immediately from under, and well, Grabinho.
The drone went in, see if there's someone there. As you know, Tom, we've heard from experts in the game, if there's a drone with no one behind it, it's likely fake pressure. And we're seeing that here today. No one on short. That read made by GX is still a player top mid waiting, but he's not ready for Miniboo to be this far ahead. Miniboo misses the shots though, and it's Flickless to draw the opening blood. Grabinho also gets caught off guard, but despite good positions, Heretics struggling to capitalize. Till Boo chases him down to the backside. 10 seconds left. They need to plant here and now, and it looks like they might have done enough to get it in. The plant's secured, but at the cost of Benji.
A gun retrieved at least. Boo beneath. And Woot looking to wrap back around behind them. They are waiting for it though. West side well aware, and Aaron mentioned him going into this defensive side. Well, this time a little bit more aggressive. Woot is going to clear the angle immediately, and There has been no response. Benji waiting Paranoia through, and actually Cloud just spamming has managed to find that trade. GX now looking to fight tooth and nail, and Blue has even gone down as well. Hunter's Fury has been put in to try and deny them. Tag connected, but too far away on the second player.
Yeah, it was the cage going up a little bit late from Benji Fishy. It was an adjustment hearing those steps start to rumble, but he hadn't got back up. He's caught throwing the cage, or just as a...
From these remaining defenders, the jump spot in for Gravino, it would just be played for info. It looks a little bit mental on the screen, but with how much time is left, that info could be enough for the round. Rubinho starting off strong, but Riens is still alive. Blue is still alive. The plant should be coming in flickless. If he goes for this, he's a little bit late, and that could be a problem. It was either go in early to deny or wait for the team. Instead, he went in a little late, and because of that, it will be their demise.
Down on pistols, and they try to make up for that with an early aggressive play, trying to pincer outside of B main, but it's Benji Fishy. Cage to fall back to isolate the angle, and he'll go down in the end, but the dirty work's being done. Now it's the A side under threat with not much defending it.
Seemed very ready for that Vision Strikers-esque execute. And while Westside was hoping to get something a little bit cheeky off of the reveal, but now it's a bit more problematic. Flickless has got a tiny gap. He's going to be able to deny this plant a little bit longer, allowing the rotation of Aura to get that little bit closer. Might help out a little bit, but ultimately it is still a 2v4. 1v4.
You know there's 3 on site, you know there's 1 main. Dealing with that will be difficult. And it's a 1v1 offered by Miniboo. Himself and his brother both pick.
I like the fact that in B main they've got aggressive because of that. Like, you don't want to get picked off on the site when you're revealed, so maybe try and get that a little bit closer, but Cloud already being revealed, and now off the back of it, they're just going to try executing. First kill comes easy. Westside does have a little bit of support. They've already lost underneath, and it seems like they have a very good idea of where they are.
Spams are doing damage. Flickless down to 50 HP. Lost 2/3 of his health. The flash through, still feeling confident. TP in as well. Grabinho's here to back him up. And it's a 2v2. Spike down. Still needs to be planted. Late play by Benji. Won't get them anything. At short angle. Well, it won't get them anything if he goes to sight, but moving up to heaven, perhaps. He can sneak his way through, catch one off guard, but no. GX. Well, it's going to be a direct play from Heretics with Miniboo. Dealing with Grabinho, the man who put up numbers in the previous round. Flickless not going to be able to get that knife off, so there's still utility. Activates his ult to deal with it. They won't capitalize on the paranoia, or so you think. But then 2 quick kills come in, and Flickless goes down. This round has ended in the blink of an eye, as Ara's left alone. Sure, Flickless is holding on, clutching to the edge of a cliff, but soon to come plummeting down, as Ara will be the only man standing with that operator in hand, up against 5. You know it's...
They might be getting used to that, so win or lose, let's just run it down. Let's just full sprint in. A couple of nice shots from Ara. It's very late into the round though, 25 seconds. Bladestorm of Ara is ready and waiting for this one, but he's left full blind immediately. Cloud's done well, but Miniboo immediately trading. Flickless runs into the site, but is also left completely blind. The battles have been close, but the man advantage still sticks with Heretics.
I'm guessing that was Miniboo that blinded him, not his own flashes. He's been on point so far. But a 3 versus 2 retake. Cloud and Westside, no utility to work with. Miniboo and Riens, they were lined up for a moment. The problem is they're going to swing in! And it's Westside and Cloud lined up for Riens. A collateral for him. And a 13 to...
Nobody else has managed to do other than Genji. Maybe they called up Genji. That could have worked, but they're not running the same comp.
So it's hard to tell what they might have gotten out of that conversation. Team Heretics, well, they're on the retake already. For GX, they've claimed ground early and look to hold on to it deep, fighting in towards the spawn. 3 players there, and actually quite a bit of a shift moving in that direction. The flash from Flickless and the paranoia sent through, but it's very passive from Heretics. They were still just posturing, so they're not caught by the utility, and they're ready for the fight instead. Miniboo, the one to pick up 2, and Benji comes in immediately. It's flawless until Flickless and Westside get their way, but it's only 2 kills. Most of... Oh, no, they're not going there. They're going to B. They faked out that C control. It means they're going past Miniboo, and that's certainly not what you'll normally want. Not bad from Grabinho.
Yeah, at least trading him out eventually. Even still, man advantage for the side of Heretics. Now, at least that rifle has dissipated, so it's going to be the Bulldogs as the best weapon in position. Benji's spot. Does he check behind him? You feel like he should do. The swing out works, but it's still only the trade. And they have not cleared Cloud. This could be a major issue with him still holding on to that backline. Still have a chance to punish, but hasn't quite spotted out the players just yet. He does know they're not defusing, but this has to be the realization now of roughly where he's going to be. Peeking together, Cloud still holding the line, and that time is now ticking. It won't matter though, as the confidence for them to win a third round. The worrying thing as well is this isn't like the last map where normally they do better on defense.
No.
They are very good at both sides of this map.
You can't fault Ara for that. He just got spammed straight through the smoke in a round where he's going to be the one creating space. But they've done it. A breach flash and a dive through the smoke, a jump in by Flickless. Grabinho holding a smoke. They lost the main thing they needed in a stinger round, which is your Neon player to get in there, draw the eye, maybe find a kill instead. Somehow they're the ones with the advantage. They've recovered 2 rifles. They've caught Benji on the flank. GX, they lose the third round. What should be easy. And instead, they end up taking the
to be in. Now he does have an immediate teleport out of there, but currently looking the wrong direction. 2 players about to come through, and he's already dead to rights. Managed to help out at least on sight, but it still leaves only Benji.
Benji knows there's someone in his cage. Grabinho's super low. This could be an easy cleanup. That's the spike rushing backside! And they peek before the paranoia hits! GX, that's a fumble! Showing some scars early on, and there's a big one on Grabinho. He won't be getting up after that. Big shot from Miniboo. And look at this play inside of Garage. Westside walks forward. It should be an easy fight for Woot, who has hidden his intention. He's hiding in the corner. Westside seems aware. He's certainly suspicious of someone being here. No utility, no deep trip, but as he walks forward, he'll be seen. But Woot fails the spray. Now the pressure again falls onto Benji to deliver on backside, and he's delivering and then some. 2 already. The low HP Westside sent fleeing, but where can he go from here? He's trapped in the corner and re-ends. Gets the classic out to deal with him.
We'll spot one around middle. Shock Dart might be a risk, but Woot's got his back.
It's good control. GX have to hope there's a major misplay here.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's not. There's 2 players grouped up ready for that with 2 others very close by. They were really hoping that was going to be the gap, but it was certainly not. All the info to play with for Team Heretics. You know, even a pick here looks to be impossible for GX. You find some space towards A, you're walking right into that operator. You move towards the B site, 3 players ready to pounce. Cypher utility holding down C on that closer angle. No matter where they go, they're walking into a disadvantageous fight. It looks like they'll pick the arguably easiest, but there's a cage here, there's a cam to spot them, and how are you going to get out now? He even cages long so he doesn't have to look that way. 10 seconds left.
Wonderful as well.
They can't move.
This is like every time they play a card, they're activating a trap card on the other side. It is just, oh, well, if this had gone the other way. I don't feel like that's even remotely been the case. Heretics have looked like they outclassed their opponents. Well, they know the operator's there. He doesn't have any fear in terms of moving. The stun's not landed. It's not connected at all. It's Woot to find the kill, and well, now shadows traveling. A 2-man disadvantage already, and they're walking into the 4 players.
That wasn't even the vulnerable Woot used. It was just a double pulse, Hunter's Fury. Woot finding another. This is a buy round for GX, for God's sake. The shock dart almost closes it out. This is looking like,
for the most part.
Oh, I like that. That's interesting. 6 rounds in it. Still that ult for Woot. This time he's not using the off. Ara gets away with that. That's a solid start to the game for him in round number 9. A player that we did talk a lot about and has had great performances, but up against Heretics, it seems like, not just him, it seems like GX are way out of their depth here. Able to deal with Miniboo. Benji still on site, and he's only going to get 1. Okay, it looks like at long last, they've shown up, and Woot can't really use his ultimate here. He has to just run through the smoke.
With going into this next round, but it's definitely a start, and I think especially for Ara, who was sat on a goose egg up until this point, it's good that he's on the ball.
Yeah, valuable opening kill as well. Not an easy one found. thing is, chaining these rounds together is of the utmost importance for GX. They're already behind at the halftime. The question is, by how much? Stunt through, it catches one, but it doesn't catch Rien's. Ara's down through the wall, and they're starting to crumble. Ult goes in, it steals a player away. Boo tucked in the corner, isn't being cleared, he's got a freebie! Grabinho's all alone as Woot wins his fight. The isolated, flickless, dealt with, and in the dirt. Grabinho's got it all to do. He's got inside the smoke. He's clearing out a lot of space, but the problem is... the others.
So they put Benji in a spot watching B, but he's still very close to C. Like, again, it just feels like Heretics have thought of everything. Like, they have just boxed him in, literally,
10 seconds left.
but also taken into consideration the TP. He should at least get the kill on Taboo, that's something, but it really is, as you said, the grey lining at this one, the match last week. So it shows the depth that is there, even if he's not the guy we know and love. A faster play. I like the change of pace, but it's not going to change on the other side. Double flashes, Grabinho just spamming, hoping that he could save his life. Westside's going to be revealed as well, and even stunned up, there's nowhere to go. They're just trying to find a gap in the armor of Team Heretics, but there seems to be no gap to be found. Boo on the flank already could catch them out. They know where both of these players are, but still standing, still fighting, still trying to hold on. Just boxed him into the corner, and the spams almost closed him out, and now Ara is all that's left. 1v3. He has to swing wide eventually, and they are just waiting for him to do it. It's Boo with a classic.
Actually, it looks like the series along with it. 9-2. GX, a flash in the pan here or there, but
he just wanted an ult, Boo.
Oh, man. Well, he got one. He got one.
He said, oh, and the drone wall bang. Ara is going to be left blind as well. They already have themselves a two-man advantage. The ult is faded, by the way. The Neon ult is gone.
There's a reason we talk about this map as just being somewhere you do not want to face Team Heretics. Hell, even if you've got a permaban, maybe just ban Haven. Risk it.
Yeah.
Roll the dice. You're probably going to do better.
Whatever poison you have, this one is worse.
Yeah, exactly. This team is just so difficult to deal with. TP, it's in the spawn, but they're waiting. They're watching. Not a team that's going to overcommit to those angles. A lot of faith in the players on site, especially when it's Miniboo and Woot holding the first choke
Look how
point.
much faith they have in Benji.
Yep.
Look at this side of the map. Those players have been able to fall back on short.
Full
And because of his
control
trips and camp, there's no utility that's been destroyed. So even now, the TP's gone as well. They couldn't rotate if they wanted to, but they absolutely do not need to. The crossfire, perfect. And while there is absolutely nowhere for them to go.
Right.
Can't tell you if it was wrong.
There we go. Stats are in, 100% on the ball. Please don't ask either of them to listen to that afterwards. 10-2, Team Heretics. They have looked unbelievable in that first half. In fact, I lied. They looked believable. They looked exactly as we expected to see them. This is what Team Heretics are on Haven. A dominant team, and one that only the best of the best can sometimes deal with. And usually even that is too much of an ask. For GX, it's been a difficult map. They had a performance on the first that inspired some faith. But here, well, this pistol could be the beginning of the end.
Plan will be coming in. Benji as well, just waiting so far back for any sort of rotation to come in, but they have all split through together, but they've walked past Miniboo. A little Boo left in the corner, and it's created a big boo-boo for the side of GX, a chance of turning this back, seeming unlikely, but Cloud in with a chance.
If there's anyone to rely on, they could steps around this. Just being toyed with. Still has no idea where Benji is.
He can stick him,
and the shot gets in. Surely he has some inspiring words for the troops.
I don't want to see that coach cam right now.
It would be like the taco speech on Nuke back in the day, and it might just be the same result. Paranoia. Well, there goes your first man. It's not a stinger. It's a sheriff that's now fallen to the floor. Didn't even get the chance to hand in his weapon. And it looks like a repeat from Ara will have the exact same result. 5v3, falling like dominoes.
Yeah, this is the follow-up to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's called Cloudy with a Chance of Death. It's a gothic horror version.
30 seconds left.
that they are going to be having nightmares about for a while. I don't know if we're going to see too much Haven once again, but the Stingers have been the savior. They have 2 rounds. One of them was based off Stingers. Woot. Is he about to walk into a smoke? No, but Benji's been spotted. Rians, though, still there to save the day. West side with a chance. Spike dropped on the deck. It's down to him versus Woot, and they will have a... In the second round they won, and then that was with Stingers as well. So I don't think a round of Vandals and Phantoms has been won yet for GX.
Well, on the upside...
they don't have those.
They don't have them right now, so another round win, perhaps?
Bad start.
Not great. They have got Miniboo to 11 HP. It makes him a bit more manageable.
He does almost have his ult, though.
This is true.
He's given the Sheriff over to a teammate as well.
They're making the right read on the rotation on Heretics.
I shouldn't feel this nervous about a team with 4 Sheriffs and a Classic versus a team with full rifles. But I do. I really do. Ara in position. Riens has already picked off another. Ara... This is a one-shot kill sniper right now, but he's got to be careful. The reload's good, and that's a spike on the deck. Benji has still managed to find another one, though, and the timing is awful. It's Woot with one more. There's always just something about Heretics with these low buys, and they are ready and waiting for Cloud. He's about to swing the ankle, and he doesn't even get himself one. You've got yourself the kill contract as well for Woot. You can basically find your fight for Woot, and the majority of fights, they're not going to be fair fights. And I'm not just talking about the shield, I'm talking about the weapons. There's the one player. There's the one player. Grab. Flickless has a stinger. If he wins this, I'll be impressed. He's got to go forward. Yeah. And it's not a bad effort, but he's lost it. Push back in for the rest of the team, and while Miniboo just still flying high. Those stats that we showed earlier are completely irrelevant now.
Absolutely. Nice shock dart. Bit of damage done. Captain Cow saw Miniboo and Woot have got ults. This is over. He knew the 13-3 was coming, and well, he might have rubbed Tom's head. The crystal ball somewhere gave him the answer. It's Miniboo with 3 as Riens and Woot. Hunter's Fury online. They've retreated to long. They're going to play this one safe by the looks of it. The Vulnerable not even sent through just yet. Woot concealing his position. There it is in the end. But Cloud dodged. He's got a chance, but he has to find these kills as soon as they peak, and they're buying time, bit by bit, peak by peak. The clock's already gone. Cloud, he doesn't have time, and he's taken out. It's a repeat of history, 13-3.